Alex Cardinale, entertainment all day. Click, dive deep. Color on the screen runs free. Tropical fins, bright reef. Whole ocean.
I'm Alex Cardinale, and I personally would like to welcome you to this presentation of the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy this special live stream right here on A.C.E. A.C.E.
Dive into Amazonian Week with Alex Cardinale. Join Alex Cardinale, host and CEO of Alex Cardinale Entertainment, for an unforgettable journey into the heart of the Amazon. From Sunday, June 21st to Sunday, June 28th, embark on an incredible adventure on the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel. What to expect? Explore the wonder of the Amazon. Discover the majestic Amazon River and the lush rainforest that surrounds it. Meet the wildlife. Learn about jaguars, anacondas, and other unique animals that call the Amazon home. Amazonian fish. Dive into the world of Amazonian fish species, with over 85% available in the aquarium hobby. Intriguing stories. Delve into the crimes and tragedies that have unfolded in South America. By the end of this week-long event, you'll have gained a wealth of knowledge about the Amazon's natural beauty and its fascinating inhabitants. So, get ready to venture into the wilderness of the Amazon River and rainforest. Subscribe to the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel and don't miss out on this exciting exploration. Welcome to an unforgettable Amazonian adventure. Welcome to an unforgettable Amazonian adventure. Tonight, we invite you to embark on a journey to explore the wonders of the Amazon River and rainforest. What's happening tonight? Fun facts galore. Discover intriguing and fun facts about the Amazon River and rainforest that will leave you amazed. Comprehensive information. Dive deep into the wonders of this magnificent ecosystem and learn what makes it so unique. Seasonal insights. Gain an understanding of the dry and wet seasons and how they impact the Amazon. Wildlife spotlight. Meet the fascinating fish species from the Amazon River and the diverse animal species that call the rainforest home. Monsters of the Amazon. Uncover the legendary creatures rumored to lurk in the river's depths. Tourist tips. Get the best advice for planning your Amazon adventure, ensuring your trip is both safe and unforgettable. And there's much more. Prepare for an evening filled with discovery and excitement. Let the fun begin now. Live from Port St. Lucie with your host, Alex Cardinale.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Amazonian Week Kickoff. I'm your host, Alex Cardinale, and I cannot wait to celebrate the Amazon River and rainforest with you all throughout the next 7 days. Tonight, we kick off Amazonian Week by celebrating the Amazon River and rainforest. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's what's on the agenda tonight. I'm going to give you some information on the Amazon River and rainforest. You're going to learn about fish and animals from South America. You'll learn about the wet and dry season. You'll learn about life in the Amazon and more. All that live right here, right now on the Amazonian Week 2026 kickoff. So let's get started. I would like to start by talking about why I created Amazonian Week, and I also want to talk about what you can expect on Amazonian Week right now. So, why did I create Amazonian Week? The answer is real simple. Because I love South America and I love the Amazon River and rainforest. There is a lot of beautiful animals, fish, and plant species that call the Amazon home. I also want to educate more people about the Amazon River and rainforest and how we can save the Amazon River and rainforest and continue to learn about the amazing fauna that lives there. So here is what you can expect on Amazonian Week. You're going to get a lot of great information on the Amazon River and rainforest and all the animals that live there. But also, you're going to learn more about South America that you might not find elsewhere, like South American crimes and South American tragedies. It's going to be a really good, fun week here on the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel. We're going to dive deep into the Amazon, learn about the animals and fauna that's there, and a whole lot more. So, here is our schedule for this week. Obviously, Amazonian Week is now live because we have our Amazonian Week kickoff happening right now. But here are some of the shows that you can look forward to over the next 7 days. Tomorrow night, we have our very first topic video for Amazonian Week. Tomorrow, June 22nd, we're going to talk about popular aquarium fish from the Amazon River. Tuesday, June 23rd, we're going to learn about jaguars. On Wednesday, we're going to learn about anacondas. Thursday, June 25th, we're going to learn about Amazonian crimes. So it's going to be Amazonian Week times on the case. And they're going to learn about Amazonian crimes such as murderers and other crimes that took place in the Amazon. On Friday, June 26th, is going to be Amazonian Week times Turning Point, and we're going to learn about Amazonian tragedies such as oil spills, hostage situations, and everything that happened in the Amazon. And then, of course, Saturday, June 27th, it's going to be Amazonian Saturday. And this Sunday, June 28th, we'll be learning about unique animals from the Amazon River and rainforest. That's what's taking place over the next 7 days. Each night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on my YouTube channel, Alex Cardinale Entertainment. And now we are officially ready to launch Amazonian Week 2026. And now we're going to get to our very first topic. It is now time for some fun facts on the Amazon River and rainforest. So let's get right to some interesting facts on the Amazon River and rainforest. Now, the Amazon River and rainforest form the most massive, biologically diverse tropical ecosystem on Earth, holding 20% of the world's river water and 10% of all known wildlife species. Mind-boggling river facts. The river once flowed backward. Millions of years ago, the Amazon River flowed toward the Pacific Ocean instead of the Atlantic Ocean. It holds 0 bridges. Despite stretching over 4,000 miles, not a single bridge crosses the Amazon River due to its remote path through thick forest. It is a freshwater ocean. The river pushes so much fresh water into the Atlantic Ocean that you can drink fresh water from the sea 100 miles away from the coast. A hidden twin flows beneath. Scientists discovered an underground river named the Rio Hamza that runs directly beneath the Amazon, but it is 100 times wider. Incredible rainforest secrets. It creates its own weather. The forest is 390 billion trees, release 20 billion tons of moisture daily, generating massive flying rivers in the sky that trigger regional rainfall. The floor is permanently dark. The dense canopy of leaves block 99% of sunlight, leaving the forest floor in pitch darkness. Rain takes about 10 minutes to land. Because the tree canopy is so thick, it takes roughly 10 minutes for a raindrop to travel from the sky to the soil. Here's an interesting fact on the Amazon rainforest, and one that I never thought. It thrives on African sand. The Amazonian rainforest thrives on African sand. Now, winds blow phosphorus-rich dust from the Sahara Desert all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to fertilize the Amazon's soil. Ancient lost cities exist. Archaeologists recently used advanced technology to discover ruins of a 2,500-year-old ancient urban civilization hidden under the trees. Bizarre wildlife and people. Pink dolphins swim here. The Amazon is home to the unique pink river dolphin, which can turn pinker when excited or surprised. Fierce warriors gave it its name. A Spanish explorer named the region after encountering native female warriors, comparing them to the Amazons of Greek mythology. Isolated tribes still live here. Over 30 million people live in the Amazon, including an estimated 50 indigenous tribes that have never made contact with the modern world. The Amazon River and rainforest is a hotbed for new discoveries. Scientists discover a brand new species of animal or plant in the Amazon every day on average. So that is fun facts on the Amazon River and rainforest. A great way to get us started. And let's check out the live comment section. I see we have a comment already. So let's see what's being said in the live chat here. And if you have any questions on the Amazon River or rainforest, please feel free to post them in the chat, and I will make sure that I answer your questions to the best of my ability. Fish Fam is in the house. Hey, Fish Fam, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, and now we're going to give you some complete information on the Amazon rainforest, one of the largest rainforests in the world. The Amazon rainforest is awesome. So here is some information on the Amazon rainforest. Now, the Amazon rainforest is the largest and most biodiverse tropical rainforest on Earth, encompassing 5.5 million square kilometers, which is 2.1 million square miles across South America. Often referred to as a vital global carbon sink, this massive ecosystem spans 9 nations, acts as a primary stabilizer of the global climate, and produces roughly 20% of the world's river water via the massive Amazon basin. The rainforest covers roughly 40% of the South American continent. While it is most famously associated with Brazil, it is a multinational ecosystem portioned among 9 sovereign countries in South America. So here are some of the countries that the Amazon rainforest can be found in. and the percentage of rainforest covered. Brazil, 60% rainforest covered by Brazil. Peru, 13%. Colombia, 10%. And other nations, including Bolivia, Ecuador, Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guyana, are 17% combined. The Amazon features a equilateral, hot, and humid tropical climate year-round. It completely lacks traditional winter or frost seasons. Averages stay consistent between 75 degrees Fahrenheit to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, or 24 degrees Celsius and 28 degrees Celsius. Daily fluctuations are typically greater than seasonal changes. The forest receives an extraordinary 5 to 10 feet, 1.5 to 3 meters of rainfall annually. The 2 seasons, rather than 4 seasons, the year is divided into a wet season, typically December to May, featuring heavy rainfall exceeding 8 inches per month, and a dry season, which runs from now, late June to July to December, where rain still occurs, but sunlight peaks. The Amazon hosts 10% of the planet's known wildlife species, making it the most biologically rich territory on Earth. It comprises a mosaic of dense jungle, flooded forests, and open savannas populated by billions of living organisms. Flora, over 390 billion individual trees divided into roughly 16,000 unique species, alongside 50,000 total plant species, many of which drive modern medicine. Birds and insects, home to 1,300 bird species, such as the harpy eagle, and tens of thousands of beetle and butterfly species. Mammals and reptiles houses over 420 mammal species, including top predators like the jaguar, and nearly 380 reptile species. Aquatic wildlife, over 2,400 freshwater fish species like the piranha and the giant arapaima travel its river systems alongside the endangered pink river dolphin. The Amazon is not an unpopulated wilderness. It is a deeply historic and cultural landscape. Modern populations, over 30 million people inhabit the region. This includes millions of indigenous people belonging to more than 3,300 recognized indigenous territories. Lost urban civilizations. Advanced airborne LIDAR scans have recently transformed our historical understanding of the jungle. Archaeologists discovered that 2,500 years ago, huge interconnected agricultural urban centers existed in areas like Ecuador's Apano Valley, featuring complexes of rectangular mounds and central plazas. A student perspective from the region highlights how this shifts our view of the jungle. To anyone who lives in the Amazon region and is in the academic field, it ain't news. I'm majoring in forest engineering and the Amazon forest being a secondary forest. It is a well-known fact. The Amazon faces immense ecological pressures, though recent policy updates show shifts in conservation enforcement. Deforestation drivers. Broad swaths of old growth forest are continually threatened by illegal gold mining, cattle ranching, timber logging, and large-scale industrial soy expansion. The mercury crisis. Illegal gold extraction heavily damages the local environment. For instance, an estimated 4.63 grams of toxic mercury are released into river ecosystems for every single gram of gold extracted, and that can kill fish and other aquatic animals. Current status: roughly 15% of the original forest canopy has been lost completely over the last 40 years, with another 38% suffering from human-driven degradation. However, aggressive recent interventions, such as the reactivation of environmental protection agencies in nations like Brazil, successfully dropped deforestation rates by 50%. And that is information on the Amazon rainforest. Well, coming up next here on Amazonian Week Kickoff, we're going to learn information on the Amazon River, and we're going to learn about my favorite Amazon fish species and my favorite animal species from the Amazon and more. But right now, I want you guys to check out what's in store for this Saturday on a very special Amazonian Saturday. Here's what you can look forward to this Saturday with an epic show coming your way.
Amazonian Saturday with Alex Cardinale. Get ready for an unforgettable adventure as we dive into the heart of the Amazon River and rainforest. Join us on Saturday, June 27th, 2026 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific for a special episode of Saturday with Alex Cardinale, exclusively on YouTube. What's in store? Explore the wild, animals of the world, meet the fascinating inhabitants of the Amazon, including the agile spider monkey, the sleepy sloth, the colorful toucan, and the powerful black caiman. Dive into the deep. Aqua Alex featured fish. Discover the aquatic wonders of the Amazon with the Mylosoma silver dollar, canidru, chameleon whiptail catfish, and the colossal monster of the deep, the Piraliba catfish. Hot take. Top 5 places to visit in South America. Whether you're dreaming of your next vacation or just curious, find out the must-see destinations. Saturday Buzzer Challenge. Will Alex succeed? In a thrilling twist, Alex has 5 minutes to share his insights on the Amazon River and rainforest. If he succeeds, we challenge you to share your favorite Amazonian animals and this episode on your social media. If not, Alex must pay the piper. Fun and games. 3 rounds of 2 truths and a lie. Test your knowledge about Peru, Brazil, and Venezuela. Can you spot the lie? Don't miss out on this exciting journey. Tune in live at youtube.com/AlexCardinale2026 and be part of the adventure. Let's celebrate the wonders of the Amazon together.
All right, welcome back to the Amazonian Week Kickoff, where tonight we're celebrating the Amazon River and rainforest. Before our break, we talked about the Amazon rainforest, and now it is time to give out information on the Amazon River. Well, then, the Amazon River is the largest river in the world by water volume, discharging roughly 250,000 to 230,000 cubic meters of water per second into the Atlantic Ocean. This immense flow accounts for approximately 20% of all global river water entering the world's oceans, exceeding the combined discharge of the next 7 largest independent rivers. The exact length of the Amazon River remains a subject of ongoing scientific measurement and debate. The source. The river system originates high in the Peruvian Andes, with its furthest headwaters traced to the Ucayali Apurimac River system, specifically around Novato, Mismai, or Apacheta Creek. The length debate. It has a universally recognized length of 6,400 kilometers or 4,000 miles, traditionally making it the second longest river after Africa's Nile River. However, newer satellite and field studies tracking alternative southern mouth channels suggest it may measure up to 6,992 kilometers, which equates to 4,345 miles, which would crown the Amazon as the largest river on Earth. The river travels west to east across South America, emptying through a massive estuary in northern East Brazil into the Atlantic Ocean. The main river mouth is 80 kilometers, 50 miles wide, while its total estuary zone expands to 240 kilometers and 150 miles across. The Amazon's water cycle drives a dramatic transformation of South American landscape. The massive basin. The Amazon basin is the world's largest drainage system, covering 7 million square kilometers, 2.7 million square miles. It encompasses parts of Peru, Brazil, Colombia, Bolivia, Ecuador, and Venezuela. Seasonal pulse. During the dry season, the main stem averages 1.6 to 10 kilometers, 1 to 6 miles wide. During the wet season, November to June, heavy rainfall causes the river to rise by more than 9 meters, 30 feet, expanding its width to over 48 kilometers, 30 miles, and completely submerging vast tracts of surrounding forest for months. The main river is fed by over 1,100 tributaries. 17 of these individual tributaries, such as the Rio Negro and the Madeira River, are over 1,500 kilometers long, which means that they are independently larger than most major European rivers. The river system provides a complex underwater matrix divided into muddy, nutrient-rich whitewater rivers and highly acidic, clear blackwater rivers. It supports the highest diversity of freshwater fish on the planet. Over 2,500 to 3,000 fish species have been scientifically identified. This includes the apex predatory piranhas, arapaima, electric eels, and the silver arowana. Now, the arapaima is one of the world's largest freshwater fish, reaching length of up to 3 meters, which is 10 feet. Wow, that's a big fish. Aquatic mammals and reptiles. The river is critical habitat for the pink river dolphin, which is known as the boto, the Amazonian manatee, giant river otters, and the black caiman, one of the largest crocodilians on Earth. The giant anaconda. The green anaconda utilizes the muddy edges of the river to hunt mammals and large rodents like the capybara, the world's largest rodent. Now, the Amazon serves as the lifeblood for regional transportation, but faces growing modern vulnerabilities. 0 bridges. Uniquely, no bridges span the main stem of the Amazon River. This is because the river runs primarily through dense, unroaded wilderness, and its immense seasonal width shifts make bridge building structurally unfeasible. Locals rely entirely on boats and ferries. Highways of water. Large ocean-going steamers can navigate deep into the continent. Large ships routinely sail 1,500 kilometers upriver to Manaus, Brazil, while medium river vessels can reach all the way to Iquitos, Peru, nearly 3,600 kilometers from the ocean. The river system faces several disruptions from climate change and intense El Nino cycles, which cause severe regional droughts. Recent hydrological data notes that the Amazon has suffered unprecedented drops in its historic water baseline, trapping transport vessels, collapsing local fisheries, and endangering aquatic wildlife. And that is information on the Amazon River. And now we're going to talk about the Amazon River a little bit more in depth. Now we're going to compare the scientific difference between the Blackwater and Whitewater tributaries. So, what separates Whitewater from Blackwater? Well, let's find out right now, because I think that is a very intriguing topic to cover right here on Amazonian Kickoff, on Amazonian Week here on Alex Cardinale Entertainment. Let's see if I can get my next screen thing to play. All right, there we go. Difference between Blackwater and Whitewater tributaries. The scientific distinction between the Amazon's Blackwater and Whitewater tributaries comes down to geology, water chemistry, and nutrient levels. These differences split the basin into two completely distinct underwater ecosystems. Geological origins. The contrast begins thousands of miles away at the river's mountain sources, whitewater rivers. These rivers originate in the young, geologically active Andes Mountains. Intense weathering and rain erode the steep mountain slopes, washing vast amounts of mineral-rich silt, mud, and clay down into the water. Blackwater rivers. These streams drain ancient, heavily weathered land masses called the Guyana and Brazilian Shields. Because these areas consist of highly stable pre-Cambrian crystalline rocks like granite, there is almost no mineral soil left to erode. Water chemistry and color. The distinct color are a direct result of the chemical compounds dissolved in the water, the muddy look. White water is not actually white. It is a pale, opaque coffee with milk color. This opacity is caused by suspended inorganic sediments that block sunlight from penetrating deep into the water column. The tea effect. Black water is chemically similar to a giant pot of brewed tea. Because the forest floor in these ancient regions cannot rapidly break down organic material, heavy rains wash tannins, humic acids, and fulvic acids from decaying leaves and vegetation straight into the rivers. This turns the water a dark, translucent amber. Extreme acidity. The concentration of dissolved humic acids drops the pH of Blackwater rivers to around 4.0, making them as acidic as tomato juice or beer. Ecological productivity. The contrasting chemical profiles create two opposite environments for Amazonian wildlife. Whitewater ecosystems. High mineral content makes these waters highly productive food bowls. Sunlight fuels massive blooms of phytoplankton and floating aquatic plants like giant water lilies. These plants support a massive, dense food chain of insects, large fish, manatees, and dolphins. The flooded whitewater forests are incredibly fertile agricultural zones. Blackwater ecosystems. Ecologists refer to Blackwater rivers as hungry rivers due to their low biological productivity. The dark water blocks sunlight, preventing plants and algae from growing. Furthermore, The high acidity strips away vital nutrients. Fish in these rivers rely almost entirely on organic material falling into the water from the overhanging forest canopy, such as fruits, seeds, and terrestrial insects. So fish that you'll find in the blackwater ecosystems will be things like tambaki, black pacu, pirapatinga, red belly pacu, and silver arowanas. The meeting of the waters. The most dramatic demonstration of these scientific differences happens near Manaus, Brazil. Here, the dark Rio Negro and the muddy Rio Sommos, the upper Amazon, collide to form the meeting of the waters. Because the two rivers have different water densities, temperatures, and current speeds, they refuse to mix. It's almost like water and oil. They flow side by side in the exact same river channel for over 6 kilometers, 3.7 miles, as a stark split color highway of water before finally blending together. And that is information on the difference between the whitewater and blackwater tributaries. All right, let's talk about fish for a moment. Right now, I want to talk about my favorite Amazonian fish species. And did you know that nearly 85% of the fish species that live in the Amazon River, they're available in the aquarium hobby? That's awesome that so many fish that are in the aquarium hobby actually call South America and the Amazon River home. But anyway, here are some of my favorite Amazonian fish. One of my favorite childhood fish is the red hook silver dollar, Mylius ruberipinus. I love the red hook silver dollar. It's a fish that I've been keeping since I first got into the aquarium hobby at the young age of 12. And here we are today. I am 32 years old, and I still have red hooks. I actually have 2 red hook silver dollars in my grow-out pond. I'll be adding some more red hooks to my bigger pond once it is complete. I also like Mylius grunbergi, the black bar silver dollar. An interesting fact on the black bar silver dollar is that there are a couple variants that come from different areas of the Amazon River. One variant, which is known as the thin bar variant in the aquarium hobby, has a red hook, like a red hook silver dollar, but a very thin bar. The other variant is a much larger growing Myliplus species. It is known in the aquarium hobby as the emperor blue hook. That fish actually has the ember blue hook, which is very beautiful looking, and it has a very wide black bar, and the males of this species will get a orange colored chest and stomach, which is incredible. So if you're a big silver dollar lover like me, you should definitely consider getting some red hooks and black bars, whether it be the thin bar or the emperor blue hook, but I think you're going to like it. Now, I also like the regular silver dollar, Mentinus. The regular silver dollar is also a comfort fish for me and a childhood fish that I spent years keeping. Mylosoma. I have always liked the hard-bellied silver dollars. I recently started keeping them when I moved here to South Florida. Now, for all the years that I lived in Massachusetts, I had never, ever seen Mylosoma silver dollars available for sale. I come to South Florida, and I saw them a lot. I saw them from 2019, 2020, but once COVID hit, it seemed that fish stores had a hard time getting Mylosoma silver dollars. And now that I have a pond, I'd love to add some Mylosoma silver dollars to my collection. Now, it goes without saying, I am a huge pacu guy. I love pacus. I love the red belly pacu. I love the black pacu. Most people in the aquarium hobby shy away from pacu because of their massive size. If you got a big pond like me, pacus are a fun fish to keep. They're very intelligent. I love Oscar cichlids. You guys that have been following my fish keeping shows know how much I love Oscar cichlids. I love Severum cichlids. I love chocolate cichlids. I love Geophagus, Satan Perca geophagus are my favorite. I love the Satan Perca leucoustica and the Satan Perca daemon. Those are my favorite. But I also like Geophagus abalios, Geophagus sebani, and Geophagus windmilleri. I love a lot of South American cichlids. The festivum cichlids are awesome as well. And then there is the vulture catfish, red-tailed catfish, tiger shovelnose, lima shovelnose, peacock bass, angelfish, black ghost knifes, flag-tailed procholotus, freshwater stingrays, pyara, wolffish, electric eel, and piranhas. So you can see I love my Amazonian fish. That is awesome. We're going to talk a little bit more in depth on fish tonight, but remember, tomorrow's episode of Amazonian Week is all about fish that live in the Amazon. So now we're going to talk about my favorite Amazonian animals here on this episode of Amazonian Week. So let's talk about my favorite animals that call the Amazon home. All right. All right, where'd it go here? All right, so let's talk about my favorite animals now. So my favorite Amazon animals would include jaguars. Jaguars are the largest feline in the Americas, and they're one of my favorite predatory cat. I love anacondas because they're very cool. There's a bad reputation on anacondas, but I think they're very awesome. I love the tapirs. I love the South American tapirs. I love sloths. I love the giant river otters, and I love the pink river dolphin. They are all awesome. So that is my favorite Amazonian animals. So now we're going to briefly talk about the fish species that call the Amazon River home. So let's talk about fish species that live in the Amazon, shall we? All right, so the Amazon River Basin holds the richest freshwater fauna on Earth, with at least 2,716 scientifically described fish species. This accounts for roughly 15% of all freshwater fish species globally. Because the ecosystem is so vast, scientists group these fish species by their biological families, size, and unique adaptations. In the Amazon, the vast majority of fish belong to the main groups: catfish, characins, and cichlids. So catfish, characins, and cichlids are the three main fish that inhabit Amazon rivers. Prehistoric river giants, apex predators. These species are living fossils that have patrolled the Amazon basin since the age of dinosaurs. Arapaima, also known as paraku or peachy, one of the largest scaled freshwater fish in the world, growing up to 10 feet long and weighing over 400 pounds. Because it lives in low oxygen floodplains, it must surface to breathe atmospheric air. My favorite prehistoric fish from the Amazon, the silver arowana, which is known as the water monkey. This ancient fish has a ribbon-like body and can leap up to 5 feet out of the water to snatch insects, birds, and small bats from overhanging tree branches. The pariah, the vampire fish, an aggressive predator easily recognized by its two massive, sharp lower fangs that grow up to 6 inches long, which it uses to impale other fish. The catfish empire. So there are many different catfish available in the Amazon. You've got your multi-100-pound monsters to microscopic parasites. You've got your pariba, which is known as the giant Goliath catfish, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the river, reaching lengths of up to 7 feet and weighing up to 450 pounds. The red-tailed catfish, my favorite, which is known as the Parara, a highly prized, vibrant sport fish known for its jet black body, white underbelly, and a bright orange-red tail. There are armored catfish known as Plecostomus, which are awesome. You've got your parasitic catfish like the Kanduru, which is very awesome as well. Then you've got cherisons like red belly piranha, pacu, and silver dollars. You've got peacock bass, which is a great game fish in South America. And then you've got unusual and electrifying species like the electric eel. Now, the electric eel is not a true eel, but a type of knife fish. It possesses specific specialized organs that can generate a devastating discharge of up to 860 volts of electricity, which it uses to hunt, defend itself, and navigate blind through muddy waters. There's also black ghost knives and other type of knife fish that live in the Amazon. Freshwater stingrays. Yes, that's right. The Amazon River is home to freshwater stingrays of the group Potomotrygonidae. These stingrays are flat-bottomed dwelling rays with unique marbled or spotted patterns. They migrated from the ocean millions of years ago and adapted entirely to freshwater life. And then the tiny wonders of the Amazon River. These would include things like neon tetras, discus, and angelfish. And those are just some of the fish species that call the Amazon River home. Tomorrow night on Amazonian Week, we're going to talk about popular fish species that call the Amazon home, and we'll have more in-depth conversations on fish that live in the Amazon River. All right, right now we're going to talk about animal species that live in the Amazon River and rainforest. I apologize for my finger being in the way there. So let's talk about Amazonian animals that live in the river and rainforest right now. All right, so let's start with mammals. Amazonian mammals have evolved unique adaptations to navigate either the thick, dense undergrowth or the complex tree canopy. There is the jaguar, which is the undisputed apex predator of South America. Unlike most cats, jaguars are excellent swimmers and routinely hunt caimans, turtles, and capybara along the riverbanks. They possess the strongest bite relative to size of any big cat, capable of piercing armor and shells. So jaguars can even eat caiman. They can break through their shells and their armor. Sloths, two-toed and three-toed sloths. I think sloths are adorable. They are masters of energy conservation. Sloths possess a metabolic rate that is only 40 to 45% of their total body weight. And then there is the primate diversity. The canopy is home to dozens of monkey species, including hauler monkeys, whose roars can travel 3 miles through the forest, highly intelligent capuchins, the pygmy marmosets, which are the world's smallest monkey, and spider monkeys with long prehensile tails that act like a fifth limb. There's also the giant river otter, which grows up to 1.8 meters, 6 feet long. They are highly social and vocal carnivores that live in family groups along the river systems and are aggressive enough to successfully drive off caimans. Now, birds. There are over 1,300 distinct bird species. So there is the harpy eagle, which is one of the largest and most powerful eagles in the world. Their rare talons can grow up to 5 inches long, which are larger than a grizzly bear's claws, allowing them to snatch sloths and monkeys directly out of the tree canopy. Macaws. There's the scarlet, the hyphens, and the blue and gold macaw. These are large, highly intelligent parrots known for their vibrant, contrasting colors and incredibly strong beaks. which can effortlessly crack open hard Brazil nut pods. There are toucans, which are awesome birds as well, and there's the hoatzin, the reptile bird, a bizarre prehistoric-looking bird whose chicks possess functional claws on their wings to climb trees. Reptiles and amphibians, there's the green anaconda. The green anaconda is the heaviest snake in the world, weighing up to 550 pounds and reaching lengths of over 20 feet. Then there are black caiman, speckled caiman, and other types of caiman. Caiman are in the alligator family. There's the poison dart frog, which are tiny, brilliantly colored amphibians that display warning coloration. And there is glass frogs, which are small tree frogs with completely translucent skin on their underbellies, which are awesome. And then there are invertebrates, which are the true rulers of the forest. These are insects, which make up 90% of all animal species in the Amazon. So there's ants, leafcutter ants. These ants form massive underground colonies housing millions of individuals. There are bullet ants that have the most painful sting in the insect kingdom. So I would not want to be bit by a bullet ant. There's also the Goliath bird eater, which is the largest spider in the world by mass, with a leg span reaching up to 12 inches, which is the size of a dinner plate. And that is animals that live in the Amazon. We're going to take another quick break here on Amazonian Week Kickoff. Coming up next, we're going to learn about the wet and dry season in the Amazon River and Rainforest. And then we're going to talk about what life is like in South America during the river or during the wet and dry season as well. So plenty more awesomeness coming up here on Amazonian Week Kickoff. But right now, I want to tell you what you can expect this Saturday on Amazonian Saturday with Alex Cardinale. And this Saturday on Amazonian Saturday with Alex Cardinale, it's all things Amazon, as it is Amazonian Week. It is Amazon Week time Saturday with Alex Cardinale. And this Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, we're going to play 3 rounds of Two Truths and a Lie on Peru, Brazil, and Venezuela. The animals of the world will be the sloth, toucan, spider monkey, and black caiman. There's going to be the Mylosoma silver dollar and 2 other featured fish. The Saturday buzzer will be on the Amazon River and Rainforest and more. So don't miss Amazonian Saturday, taking place this Saturday, June 27th, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And here's what you can expect this Saturday on Amazonian Saturday. On the next Saturday with Alex Cardinale, we travel to South America. It's Amazonian Saturday with Alex Cardinale, and it's live Saturday, June 27th, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Join me for Amazonian Saturday, where the entire show will be themed after the Amazon River and Rainforest. Learn about the spider monkey, the sloth, the toucan, and the black caiman as our featured animals of the world. Learn about the kangaroo, chameleon, whiptail catfish, and Mylosoma silver dollar as our featured fish from Aqua Alex. Learn about the Pariba catfish, a massive monster of the deep from the Amazon. Hot Take with Alex Cardinale will be the best places to visit in South America. Saturday buzzer, Alex will have 5 minutes to discuss the Amazon River and Rainforest. If he succeeds, viewers must share their favorite Amazon animals and share this episode on social media. If Alex fails, he must pay the piper. All that and more, plus 3 rounds of Two Truth and a Lie on Peru, Brazil, and Venezuela, United Champions recap, and more. Get ready to learn about the Amazon River and Rainforest on Amazonian Saturday, live this Saturday, June 27th, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on Alex Cardinale Entertainment. All right, the weather in the Amazon is not defined by winter and summer, but by the dramatic shift between the wet season and the dry season. The wet season, December to May. During these months, the Amazon experiences a relentless influx of tropical moisture. The region receives roughly 60% to 100% more rain than during the dry months. Heavy torrential downpours occur almost daily, usually peaking in the afternoon. Temperatures are slightly cooler, averaging around 78 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit because the thick cloud cover blocks direct sunlight. The Varza phenomenon. This is the most dramatic transformation. The Amazon River and its tributaries swell, rising by 30 to 40 feet. The water breaches the riverbanks, floating up to 250,000 square kilometers of surrounding forest. Animal adaptations. Fish swim out of the riverbeds and straight into the flooded forest floors to feed on fallen fruits and seeds. Large animals like jaguars and monkeys are forced to retreat entirely into the high tree canopy. The dry season, June to November. The term dry season is relative. It still rains frequently, but the frequency and volume drop significantly. Rainfall drops to its lowest levels, often falling under 2 to 4 inches per month in certain zones. The cloud cover breaks, leading to clear skies, intense sunshine, and the hottest temperatures of the year, frequently 90 to 95 Fahrenheit. The massive floods recede, and the main stem of the Amazon River shrinks back to its normal channels, leaving behind highly fertile, nutrient-rich mud on the banks. Beaches and sandbars emerge along the river edge. As the water levels drop, fish become trapped in shrinking pools and shallow lagoons. This triggers a massive feeding frenzy. Thousands of caiman, giant river otter, and wading birds gather in these shrinking waters to hunt the exposed fish. It is also a primary nesting season for river turtles and birds. And that is the wet and dry seasons. Well, coming up next here on Amazonian Week Kickoff, the Amazon River and Rainforest, we are going to learn about the human impact and the human life of the Amazon River and Rainforest. What is life like as a human in the Amazon River and Rainforest? Find out in just a few moments here. But right now, I want to tell you about my flagship program, Saturday with Alex Cardinale. It airs every Saturday right here on my YouTube channel, and I encourage you to check it out. Every Saturday, you'll get to see 3 rounds of Two Truth and a Lie. You'll see if I can beat the buzzer or if I have to pay the piper. You'll see my hot take. You'll learn about a featured animal, a featured fish, a monster of the deep, and more. Saturday with Alex Cardinale airs every Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on my YouTube channel. Here is some more information on Saturday with Alex Cardinale.
Tune in to Saturday with Alex Cardinale, your weekend entertainment and educational talk show, airing every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, on YouTube channel Alex Cardinale Entertainment, youtube.com/Alex Cardinale 2026. Join us for an exciting weekend experience with Saturday with Alex Cardinale, where entertainment meets education in the most fun way possible. Since its debut in 2022, the show has been a hub of excitement, blending Alex's diverse passions into one spectacular program. What to expect? Tropical fish adventures. Dive deep into the world of aquatics with Aqua Alex Cardinale as your guide. Culinary delights. Get inspired in the kitchen with unique cooking tips and recipes from Chef Alex Cardinale. WWE Insights. Stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of wrestling. Sports passion. Cheer along with Alex's favorite teams, the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mystery unraveled. Join Detective Alex Cardinale for thrilling investigations. Saturday Buzzer. Alex has 5 minutes to discuss a topic. If he succeeds, viewers must do a favor for Alex. If he fails, he must pay the piper. Hot Take. Alex's take on popular or controversial topics. And so much more. Special appearances by Chef Alex Cardinale, bringing you culinary wonders. Aqua Alex Cardinale, your aquatic expert. Detective Alex Cardinale, solving the mysteries that intrigue you. Get involved. Host your own segment. Have a passion or talent you want to share on the show? Email us at alexgoyankeescardinale19@gmail.com to become a part of the Saturday with Alex Cardinale family. Join us every Saturday for a blend of entertainment, learning, and fun with Alex Cardinale. Don't miss out on this vibrant weekend adventure every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific.
Well, a week from this Saturday, it is going to be the 4th of July. And a week from this Saturday, it is going to be America's 250th birthday. That means Saturday with Alex Cardinale will celebrate. Here's what's coming up a week from Saturday.
Celebrate the 4th of July and USA's 250th birthday with Alex Cardinale. Get ready to wave those flags and light up the sky. Join us for a spectacular celebration of the 4th of July and the 250th birthday of the United States with Saturday with Alex Cardinale live. Date: Saturday, July 4th, 2026. Time: 10 p.m. ET, 7 p.m. PT. Where? YouTube channel www.youtube.com/AlexCardinale2026. What's happening? Join Alex Cardinale for an unforgettable night filled with fun, facts, and festivities. Here's what you can expect. Animals of the world. Get up close with the majestic bald eagle and the intriguing alligator snapping turtle. Aqua Alex's featured fish. Dive into the aquatic world with the largemouth bass and the ancient bowfin. Monster of the deep. Discover the fascinating alligator gar. Hot Take. Explore the best American foods that make your mouth water. 3 rounds of 2 truths and a lie. Test your knowledge with USA, Civil War, and Revolutionary War trivia. Saturday Buzzer. Can Alex conquer the challenge of discussing the history of the USA in just 5 minutes? Success means a happy 4th of July for all. Failure means he pays the piper. Chef Alex. Learn to whip up delicious 4th of July recipes. Detective Alex. Dive into the mysteries of 4th of July crimes. Don't miss the excitement and celebration. Prepare for a night of patriotism and entertainment like no other. Tune in and be part of this historic celebration. Remember to subscribe to Alex Cardinale Entertainment on YouTube, so you won't miss a minute of the action.
All right, and now it's our main event topic for tonight. It is tips for tourists who want to visit the Amazon River and Rainforest. To have a safe and unforgettable trip to the Amazon River and Rainforest, you must plan around the extreme climate, unique geography, and intense wildlife. Choose your season wisely. The Amazon completely changes depending on when you visit, so match your travel goals to the right month. The wet season, December to May. Choose this if you want to explore the jungle by boat. High water levels let you canoe deep into the flooded forest canopy right next to birds and monkeys. The dry season, which is now to November. Choose this if you prefer hiking on foot. Low water levels expose jungle trails and white sand river beaches. It is also the best time for spotting caimans and fishing for piranhas. Prioritize medical preparation. The jungle is remote, and medical facilities can be hours or days away by boat. Get vaccinated early. Secure your yellow fever vaccine at least 10 days before arrival, as many regional authorities require proof for entry. Ensure your routine shots, hepatitis A, B, typhoid, and tetanus are up to date. Pack malaria medication. Consult a travel doctor to get a prescription for preventive malaria pills. And bring a specialized first aid kit. Pack heavy-duty rehydrant salts, broad-spectrum antibiotics, anti-diarrhea medication, and antihistamines. Pack smart and light. The intense humidity means clothes do not dry easily, and heavy luggage is difficult to transport on small river boats. Clothing. Pack lightweight, breathable, quick-dry synthetic clothing. Bring long-sleeve shirts and long pants to protect against bugs and sharp clams. Stick to neutral colors. Bright colors attract insects, and dark blue or black can attract biting flies. And always make sure to have rubber boots for muddy treks. Pack a high-intense headlamp for night safaris, a dry bag to protect your camera and phone from sudden downpours. All right, let's see here. Always respect wildlife when you are visiting. Respecting wildlife is key to avoiding injury. Never touch structures blindly. Always look before placing your hand on a tree trunk, vine, or branch. Many plants have sharp thorns, and dangerous insects like bullet ants, which can bite, or well-camouflaged pit vipers, which can inject venom in you, and you definitely don't want that. And always shake out your gear, always shake out your boots, backpack, and clothing before putting them on to ensure a spider or scorpion hasn't crawled inside overnight. And last but not least, hire a local certified guide. Never venture into the rainforest trails or river tributaries alone. Local, indigenous, and certified guides understand the terrain, spot hidden wildlife instantly, and know exactly what areas to avoid. And that is Tips for Tourists. And it has been a phenomenal episode to kick off Amazonian Week. Let's check the comments for any questions, and then we'll wrap up this show and get you ready for 6 more days of awesome episodes here on Amazonian Week on the Alex Cardinale Entertainment channel. So we have a comment that says, "Go Buccaneers and go Spartans." That's awesome. I like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching the kickoff for Amazonian Week. It is going to be an awesome week ahead. I cannot wait to educate you more on the Amazon River and Rainforest, starting tomorrow with Amazonian fish. Thank you for watching, and enjoy Amazonian Week here on the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel. Good night from Port St. Lucie. I, Alex Cardinale, would like to say thank you for watching this live stream on the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel. I personally hope you enjoyed the live stream and the video. If you did enjoy the live stream, please smash that like button, and please share this video on social media so that your friends and family can enjoy it as well. If you are a first-time viewer or new to my YouTube channel, I highly recommend hitting that subscribe button. and ding the notification bell for notifications when I go live next or when I upload a video. I highly recommend subscribing so you're a member of the ACE community. Thank you for watching ACE.